Much to my dismay, and probably to all of yours, this game is absolutely terrible at explaining how the menus work, how to unlock characters, how event menus work, and all that stuff. So today, the focus of this video is to talk about how the new drop event works, how to maximize your rewards from it, and to just explain this menu because it has confused a lot of people. So there are two tabs at the bottom that are clickable for you currently. It is special items and list of rewards. You cannot click the event shop or event missions tabs, so don't worry about those tabs. It's just two less things for this specific event that you don't have to worry about, right? So the first tab we're going to talk about is the special items tab. The special items tab, I would say this is the tab that has confused the most people, right? So it has a list of all these costumes. You have Shigaraki, Dabi, Toga, Midoriya, Bakugo, Todoroki, Aizawa, and Ida, and they're either casual outfits or disguise outfits. And then over here it just says plus 20%. Okay, that has confused a lot of people. People have gone, plus 20%? Does that mean I'm getting a plus 20% on my roll? Am I going to have like a guaranteed chance of pulling this costume? That's sick. No, that's definitely not the case. That's not at all how it works. And it does kind of tell you that that's not how it works. Down here at the bottom, it says additional drop rate increased by the percent shown. But that's not clear, right? It says additional drop rate increase. Does that mean on the roll banner? Does that mean something else? It definitely means something else. But let's take a look at the roll banner and then I'll kind of explain what that plus 20% means. So when we go over to the roll banner, we have the pickup roll here and we have the plus ultra roll. If we go to drop rates on the plus ultra roll, you'll see that we do have some increased costume rates of 0.80% like for Aizawa right here. Or if we go over to the pickup roll, we will have increased drop rates as well for the disguise costumes for like Dabi, Shigaraki, and Toga, which is 0.50%. So you do actually have a better chance of pulling those costumes on these banners, but it's definitely not a 20% chance. And that 20% chance is not getting added to these rolls. So keep that in mind. That's really, really important to understand. So what does this additional drop rate increase by the percent shown mean? Okay, what that plus 20% means is that you have an extra or additional 20% chance of getting this list of rewards on the event page. So the list of rewards includes roll tickets and a bunch of gallery pieces. Okay, now gallery pieces are cool, but kind of lackluster at the same time because you get loading screens and you get to unlock pictures, which is kind of cool, but it doesn't feel that rewarding, right? But this is like their big currency in the game. You get gallery pieces, right? So if you are somebody who is trying to complete the game essentially, or trying to complete your gallery, this is an event you're going to want to pay attention to. Additionally, if you're trying to farm out roll tickets, one roll ticket doesn't sound like a lot, but it can add up over a bunch of games if you're consistently getting roll tickets. Now, how do you consistently or make sure that you are consistently getting roll tickets and gallery pieces more often than not? Because you may have noticed that some games you get more, some games you get less. Well, the way that happens is because of these special items. If you are playing a character like Shigaraki, Dabi, Toga, Midoriya, Bakugo, Todoroki, Aizawa, or Ida, if you're playing any of these characters while having their outfit equipped, you will have an additional 20% drop rate on those items mentioned before, the roll tickets and the gallery pieces. Now, I believe you have to wear the item. I am not 100% on that though. You might just have to own the item and play the character, but I'm pretty sure it wants you to have the costume equipped. So just for safety's sake, I would go ahead and equip the costume whenever you play the character. And so keep in mind that maybe you only have Shigaraki's costume, or maybe you only have Dabi's costume, but you don't like to play those characters. Well, it's probably better for right now to actually be playing those characters that you might not normally play, because you'll get some extra experience on them. But then you also get that 20% extra drop rate, which could potentially give you more free roll tickets and more free gallery pieces. The roll tickets are obviously the really big thing to me. Now, that gives you a little bit more incentive. The whole idea behind them doing this on the drop event is it gives you more incentive to roll on the plus ultra roll banner and the pickup roll banner, right? Because now you want to roll for the costumes, and if you get the costumes, then you get extra drop rates, so on and so forth. Or at least that's their idea, or the way it seems to me. You know, I can't tell you what's right or wrong, but you might want to do at least a summon or two, see if you can get a costume, because then maybe you can actually increase your roll tickets faster, because you're going to be getting better drop rates in the games. I don't know the exact math. I don't think anybody's done the exact math yet to see if like the price of one roll is worth actually like getting the increased drop rate, but I feel like an extra 20% drop rate, and if you play the game frequently enough, can actually be super helpful and super beneficial. But you know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and hopefully this helped you out a little bit for the drop event. Now, before we end off the video, I did say I wanted to talk about the new battle event, which is going to be coming up after this. So this drop event ends in 14 days. That means it is going to end on the 10th of November is how long this event is going to run right here. And so we are on the My Hero Ultra Rumble database right here. We're going to go over to the upcoming events, and the next event is going to be a battle event. This is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be running from the 10th of November, so when the current event ends, up until the 24th of November. It's not very long, but it looks like it's going to be interesting. So the battle event is going to give you a special currency, and when you hover over this currency right here, it says these points are only available during the event. Gather enough points to get great rewards. So I'm assuming because you see different amounts and different drop rates, right? You got 10% drop rate, 20% drop rate, 40% drop rate, 30% drop rate, as that like based on your performance, or it might be completely random, or it might be based on the characters you use, which would be kind of cool if they have stipulations on which characters you use. If you do well with them, you get the higher drop rate, stuff like that. So my guess is it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be like you need to have a specific costume on, you might get a better drop rate. You might need to use a specific character, you might get a better drop rate, or it's going to be like completely random and you just get lucky if you get the 180 exchange points or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the exact name is for these yet because they haven't given out an exact name for them. But then with these points, I assume there's going to be some sort of shop or exchange place that you can hopefully exchange maybe for some hero crystals or some roll tickets or things like that. We have very limited information on this event until it comes out, but hopefully that helps you guys get prepared a little bit. You know when this current event is going to be ending, you know when this battle event is going to be starting. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.
Can anybody out there